Her mom says that the 9-year-old loves making TikTok videos. 9-year-old Kylie Sorrell is shot and killed inside her Houston home. Police say the shooter, mom's ex-boyfriend, Jeremiah Jones.
This is the story of Britanny Sorrell, a young mother of 3 whose 9-year-old daughter was shot in the head by her Houston gangbanger ex-boyfriend Jeremiah Jones, aged 22. He shot her daughter as revenge for her not wanting to be with him anymore after breaking up with him due to his threatening to kill her on several occasions. Britanny herself was shot in the shoulder, making her escape death at the hands of her psychotic boyfriend, but unfortunately, her 9-year-old daughter was pronounced dead after she was rushed to the hospital. Welcome to Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. Hit the subscribe button and bell to be notified of more off-the-wall crime stories. Britanny Sorrell is a young mother of 3 beautiful children whom she loved dearly. She was a great mother and did what she ought to do for her kids. Hardworking person, she was a beautician in the Houston area. Britanny was in a relationship with a young man named Jeremiah Jones, aged 22. Jeremiah was a different type of person. He was a known gang member in the Houston area. He was said to be a violent and constant lawbreaker. He has an extensive criminal background stemming back to when he was 12 years old, including theft, making terroristic threats, and reckless driving. Despite Britanny knowing this out of her to Jeremiah, after a while she could kindness. She was still nice and loving, not take his abuse, heartbreak and lies anymore, so she tried to break up with him, but he would not take no for an answer. Here is a screenshot of their chats after breaking up. "You have made my life miserable since we've been together. You put me through so much, man. Leave me alone, bro. I can fix everything. Are you serious, Britanny? You don't constantly cheat on somebody you leave and want to marry or keep hurting them, bro. I haven't cheated. Please leave me alone, please, man. Bro, I told you I will give you my passwords." Britanny decided to get a restraining order against him after he threatened to kill her if she didn't take him back. There were multiple times the police had to show up to Britanny's home just because of Jeremiah. They showed up 4 times at least in a space of a few weeks. After being arrested in one of those encounters, he was bonded out for evading arrest and also violating a protective order filed by Britanny. 2 months after their breakup, Jeremiah showed up at her home demanding to see her phone and also demanding back the television he bought for her. Jeremiah badged into the house while Britanny and her 3 kids ages 1, 7, and 9 were home watching TV. He demanded she give him back the TV which he claimed he bought. He then ripped off the television off the wall. Afterward, he demanded Britanny's phone, which she gave willingly. He glanced through the phone, after which he started accusing her of seeing other men even though they were not together anymore. He later walked away to the room where Britanny's daughter Kylie, age 9, was watching TV, and he did the unthinkable. Kylie, age 9, was a beautiful soul. She loved playing basketball, and in one of her last games, she was named the MVP. Jeremiah did the unthinkable. He committed a very silly crime, and Jeremiah shot Kylie just because Britanny was not willing to be with him anymore. He shot her because he felt Britanny was talking to other men. He shot her in retaliation for her not making herself available to him. He would go ahead to shoot Britanny too on his way out of the apartment, then he fled the scene. Police arrived and medics transported both Britanny and Kylie to the hospital, but unfortunately, Kylie died at the hospital. Britanny was in a stable condition. Jeremiah went into hiding after the incident. Police tried to track him, but he was moving from one place to the other even though he was claiming to be innocent. He claimed he was somewhere else when reporters were able to get him on a phone. His brother also went ahead to support him in this interview. "You don't know who is." After evading police for a while, a young man identified as 22-year-old Jeremiah Jones was arrested by HPD SWAT and tactical officers in a parking lot in the 22300 block of Imperial Valley Drive. He was charged with capital murder for the shooting death of 9-year-old Kylie Sorrell. He's also charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon because Kylie's mom was also shot. According to court documents, Jones was out on 5 different bonds in Harris County when he shot Kylie and her mom. In fact, he was released on bond just 2 weeks before the murder after being charged with felon in possession of a firearm. He was a relentless criminal. This senseless act of domestic violence hits home for me and the HPD family. That sweet child was a student and member of our Police Activities League program. Police Chief Britanny is expected to recover from her gunshot wound. Kylie's sisters were also present in the home during the shootings but were unharmed. Kylie would be really missed by her mother and family members, especially her grandmother. She was a very great child, according to her family.
Nightmare, not sleeping, not eating.
This grieving grandmother says she plans to fight for a law to be put into place in her granddaughter's honor that would make the punishment for repeated threats carry the same weight as if they actually carried it out. We do hope she gets the justice she deserves. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Kylie Sorrell. May Kylie's memory be a blessing for her family and for all who knew her, and may her life and death be an inspiration and a turning point toward justice and increased protection for domestic abuse and gun violence survivors. The devastating loss of 9-year-old Kylie emphasizes the significant influence that domestic violence can exert on innocent family members, particularly children. This highlights the imperative for thorough support systems for victims and their families. Despite Britanny obtaining a restraining order, Jeremiah Jones continued to harass and threaten her. This raises questions about the effectiveness of existing legal measures in protecting victims of domestic violence. The case exposes flaws in the criminal justice system, as Jeremiah Jones had a history of criminal activities and was released on multiple bonds, even after serious charges. This calls for a re-evaluation of the legal procedures and bond system. The grieving grandmother's call for a law that treats repeated threats with the same severity as actual violence highlights the need for legal reforms. Strengthening laws to address early signs of potential harm could help prevent tragic outcomes. The instance emphasizes the necessity of providing easily accessible mental health resources for individuals entangled in abusive relationships. It is crucial to make mental health support readily available to both victims and perpetrators to address underlying issues. Friends and family members play a vital role in supporting victims, urging them to seek help. Encouraging open communication within communities can empower individuals to intervene when they suspect someone is in an abusive relationship. This tragic event highlights the complex nature of domestic violence and emphasizes the requirement for a comprehensive, community-driven approach to tackle its underlying causes, support victims, and prevent future occurrences. Thanks for watching Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. Please stay safe out there, and see you guys in the next video.